What if Nitro Type had customizable themes? This is an idea that's actually been going around in my head for a very long time, even since back before I even knew there was a way to make themes on Nitro Type. And I've been thinking recently, what if there was a way for Nitro Type itself to implement specific themes that you could use whenever you wanted? Let's get right into it. So, as always, I like to try and come up with new and cool ideas for Nightstripe to try and implement into their game, and sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. However, the idea that I wanted to test out or try and talk about today is what if Nightstripe had customizable themes that you could use whenever you wanted right from the site. Now, before every single person starts spamming in the comments section, what about stylish? I'll explain in a second why I don't like stylish that much. However, I first wanted to take a look at the types of themes that we usually have on Nitro Type. Obviously, we have the very normal V3 look, right? This is the same site that everyone else sees. It's very simple. It's basic. You know, you got the gray background with the gold and blue. I like it. I personally have no problem with the theme that Nitro Type has right now. I just think that there's always an option to improve, right? And I think that's honestly been one of Nitro Type's models for a while now. It's just like, we've done something good, but can we do something better? And so I want to improve on this idea we have of like a theme and really take it to the next level. So, yeah, stylish. This exists, right? If you go to userstyles.org, you can actually find a lot of Nitro Type themes. And if I test a couple out, if I have a bunch. I always use these themes. So we have like a Halloween Nitro Type theme that Nate Dogg made for me, which is awesome. We got Nitro Type Vibrant. We got some space theme stuff. They're all pretty cool. However, there's a couple main issues with these types of themes. The first one is that Nitro Type is changing its like CSS around a lot. You can see that whenever a theme was made like previously or like before a new update, then when Nitro Type makes an update, it'll actually mess up with the theme. For instance, this red theme was made by Aiden, and because Nitro Type updated all of its stuff, all of its like garage and everything, and then this bar right here or next to the garage page, you can see that it messes up with the theme, and the theme does not look like as clean anymore, because what ends up happening is every time there's a stylistic update on Nitro Type, someone has to redo the entire theme, and that's a lot of work. So it's not really the best when every single time Nitro Type decides to update its screen, which does happen pretty frequently, you have to redo the entire thing. The second reason I don't like Userstyles is because not a lot of people know about it. It's just simple. It's like simple enough that not a lot of people know that this thing exists, right? Whenever I bring up Userstyles or whenever I use a theme for one of my videos, I get tons and tons and tons of comments in my comment section asking, Penguin, how do you do that? Penguin, what is that? Penguin, what's Userstyles? What's stylish? Whatever. All right. It also requires you to download an extension and go to a website and download a theme and all these different steps that can be kind of hard to understand for the average Nitro Type player. Of course, I don't hate Stylish. I think it's a really good program. I use it myself, but I do think that there should be some sort of better alternative. Now, this is where I come to one of my favorite typing websites, Monkey Type. So if you guys use Monkey Type, you will know that Monkey Type has built-in themes. And if you go simply to your profile, or no, it's settings. I don't even know how the website works. If you go to the settings and you go to the theme, you can see that Monkey Type has a ton of themes. I didn't even get, there's a lot of themes, guys. Monkey Type has so many themes that you can all select for, and you simply click on one and it changes to that color scheme you want. Now, Monkey Type, the reason that these themes work so well on Monkey Type is that it's a very simple site, right? You got like the background color and then the text color and then like the air color, and that's about it. It's a pretty simple design. So I think that Monkey Type, while it is a good model for showing how themes work, you literally just click on a theme and you get that color scheme on the site. It's also a very simplistic website, which is one of the reasons that a lot of people like it, but it's also one of the reasons that themes work so well is because when you change a theme, all you have to do is change like what color the text is, what color the background is, what color like the highlight is, the air, etc., etc. And it's not that hard to do. However, on Nitro Type, there's tons of things going on. And if we go back to a normal Nitro Type, you can see that there's a thing for the background, then there's the thing for the gold outline, then there's like the alerts thing, and then there's the Nitro Type logo, and then all of this, like, there's a ton of stuff happening on Nitro Type. It's not like the simplest of sites. So while I do think that that Monkey Type provides a pretty good example for what like a site's theme should look like, it's also kind of hard to implement on Nitro Type because of the complexness of Nitro Type's actual website, right? It's kind of difficult to have that when it's not that simple. However, people have done it using Userstyles and using CSS, but the problem with that is, of course, it's kind of hard to do that, and if you don't know CSS, it's really hard to make your own theme, and then you have to end up asking someone else who has to know how to use CSS, and then it just snowballs into a big problem. So it's definitely really hard to make a theme or make like a customizable thing on Nitro Type if you don't know CSS, and if you do, it's still a pain in the butt, I've heard. However, I think if Nitro Type were to try to do some different things, they could actually find some really good solutions for this whole, like, themes issue. And I don't even think it's an issue, I just think it's an area that could be improved. Obviously, we've seen on Monkey Type it works really well. It's one of the biggest, like, in my opinion, it's one of the coolest parts of the site, just how you can customize it so easily. And I think that if Nitro Type were to play around with different themes, they could actually find a really good alternative. If any of you guys remember back in the days of V2, Nitro Type used to have different skins on the website for Christmas and I believe Easter and I believe back to school and all these other types of like mini events, right, back when we had events. And every time we would enter one of those events, Nitro Type would add a different theme or skin or like design to the website, right? It would change for winter, for instance, the Nitro Type logo would change to like a wintry logo, and then the background would become white, like snow and stuff. If you know what I'm talking about, if you know what I'm talking about. But if we could try to go back to even something like that, just where you could like select a season, right? Maybe you could maybe Nitro Type could make four different skins of the website, one for fall, spring, summer, winter, and then you could select whichever one you want, or they could just automatically rotate depending on what season it was. And then once you start doing that, you can figure out like how to make a more customizable thing, and then you can have people like do submissions, right? So you could have a contest where people submit their ideas for themes, and then Nitro Type like chooses which ones to put into the game. That would be a really good case of like user company interaction. I don't know what it's called. Community interaction between the admins and the players, or you could have like a little raffle to see who can make the best theme, etc., etc. I think that would be awesome. It would get the community involved with the admins. It would make people actually interested in like the themes and stuff. Plus, it would end up having, you know, the best themes. Like the community could even vote on which themes should be put in the site, right? That would be so cool. And that would just end up, I don't know. I don't know where I'm going with this, but that would be a really awesome way for Nitro Type to A, like add some customization and some themes to their website, B, get some like community engagement and make sure that people are like actually trying to, I don't know, improve the site, and C, the audience can be happy, right? Nitro Type players can be happy because they get more customization. I think Nitro Type players like customization, and I think the more people that know about like Userstyles and stuff, the better. But of course, if Nitro Type were to implement some sort of tab into the game where you could actually just change your theme at will, that would be fantastic. For instance, maybe it doesn't belong at the top, but if you were to go to this drop-down menu, can you guys even see that? I don't know. But if you go to the drop-down menu, and then if you know where it says like my settings, my stats, leaderboard, public profile, support, under settings, there could be an option to choose which theme or skin or whatever of the website you want. So you could choose between like the winter skin or the summer skin or some red skin if you want that, right? You could choose all these different things. And then there could even be an option for those who know CSS to like make their own. That would be so cool without having to use something like stylish. Because even though I love Userstyles, I love stylish, it can be a pain in the butt sometimes. So it would be really awesome, really easy if Nitro Type were to simply add something like that into the customization part of the website. I know this may sound like a bit of a unnecessary change, but I think that it's just more of a quality of life thing that would keep more people interested in playing Nitro Type, right? So one of the things that I just like most about Monkey Type is that I can change the theme to whatever I want it to be. And if I could have that same thing on Nitro Type, I would love to play around with some of the themes, maybe even import my own, maybe learn CSS to try and make my own. That would be kind of cool. And then you could have like contests to see who can create the best themes, etc., etc. It would be all around fun, okay? This idea may sound stupid, but I swear it's a good idea. It could also solve as a problem for those who just simply don't like V3. Ever since V3 was released in like summer of 2019, I don't even know when it was released. Summer of 2019. There's always been the handful of people who just don't like the way it looks, right? So you could even have an option for V2, right? For those of you who remember V2, Nitro Type could make a skin for V2, put it into the game, and people who like V2 could select it. That would be kind of cool. I'm just saying that would be kind of cool. Obviously, there could be an issue. I don't actually know. I'll be straight with you guys. I'm not the biggest coder. I don't know if this would be like impossible for Nitro Type to do. I don't know that, but hopefully it would be some sort of really cool thing they could do. I have suggested things in the past that have gone into the game, and I think this is a cool idea. Just like I did with my black and white paint jobs thing back in the day. And I've made a couple videos recently talking about things I want to be added to Nitro Type, but I thought that this would be a cool idea, and I want to hear what you guys think about this idea. So let me know down in the comments section, and let me know if you have any other ideas that would like add on to this, or let me know if you have any other ideas for Nitro Type that you just want in the game, and you might want me to make a video about. If someone puts a really good idea down in the comments section, I could even suggest it. Maybe. Anyways, thank you all so much for watching. I'm sorry I wasn't very energetic today. I've been super tired recently. As you guys can probably tell, I'm in my room. My like actual room, not my dorm room at school. Basically we went back to our houses and everything for Thanksgiving break, and I'm actually going to be here for the next 3 months, so get used to this. But it does mean that I'm going to be able to have like a better setup now. I have a lot of things going on, and I'll be able to make some more and more quality videos. I'm also going to try to stream a lot more because I have the next week off, so I'm going to try to stream at least like 3 or 4 times in the next couple days. Should be awesome. Anyways, thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed, drop a like, and always be sure to comment what you think about the idea I posted in this video. And I'll see you on the next video. Goodbye, everyone, and have, as always, a wonderful day. Peace.